and welcome to the Long Haired Hiker YouTube channel. Today is a very exciting day and it's a very exciting weekend coming up as well because I'm planning to go to the Lake District and my plan is to do 13 Wainwrights over 2 days, or 2 half days. I'm going to have to drive up there, which is going to be about a 6-hour drive, and I'm hoping to set off about 12:30ish and head off on my journey. The distance I'm looking to travel is about 44k and has an elevation gain of about 1600 meters, give or take, because it is up and down and up and down. But I've got a preview of the route here so I can talk you through it and what I'm looking to achieve in those 2 half days. I will be doing a wild camp up in the mountains as well halfway through, but I'll be able to tell you where on the map and on the preview where that wild camp is set to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and whack the preview on here and I'll chat you through it. Okay, so I'm going to start off in Ambleside. You can leave your car overnight there. It's not too expensive. I think it's about £20. Then I'm going to head up Wansfell. That's Wansfell Pike at the top there. We're just literally heading up, and then we're going to head along this ridge line to Wansfell, the Burrows, which is the Wainwright. Heading down the other side there, we're going to be heading towards Troutbeck Valley. This is going to be a route up and down, then it splits here for the return journey. We head through Troutbeck Valley there, and then we're going to head up the other side to Sour House at the top. So this is quite a steep climb up here, and it will be challenging, but that will be our second Wainwright there. Then we're going to head round to Sallows here, a little bit of a decline and then an incline up to Sallows, and then dipping down into this valley here, we're going to make our long slog up to Yoke at the top, and our fourth Wainwright, the fourth Wainwright, which will be Yoke. Then it dips down and then comes up to Ilbel, and then down and up to Frostwick, and then down one more time, and then up to this kind of plateau here. We're hoping to head round the edge. I think this path here is a little too close to the edge, so I might come in here a bit and head round to Mardell, Ilbel, and then over to the high street here. That's the highest point of our whole trip. And then we're going to come back along here to Thornthwaite to end that first leg of the journey, and that's where we'll hopefully be camping. Second day, we're going to head along this ridge. None of it's really dangerous, it's quite open, these areas. We're going to get Grey Crag, which is another Wainwright, and then head back the way we came, come down into this dip here. Now I may or may not come up to Stony Cove Pike, because this is quite a challenging climb when you're quite tired. So I may or may not do that, but we'll decide on the day. You're going to head down this ridgeline here to get Hot Sot Dodd, and then back up to Stony Cove Pike. And as I said, I may miss these 2 Wainwrights out, depending on how I feel and how much time I've got. Back down, we're going to head down along this river into the Troutbeck Valley. Next Wainwright and our final Wainwright, hopefully 11. If we don't make Stony Cove up here, it'll be number 11, not 13. So we're going to head up here along the spine of here to Troutbeck Tongue and our final Wainwright. Then we'll head back down into the valley, head along this road here. It's just a road all the way to meet up with our outward bound journey track here, and we'll just head back up over Wansfell. Obviously splitting here, we came down this route last time, so we'll split here and head up over Wansfell this way, and then back down into Ambleside, hopefully at about 1 o'clock the following day. So all of that in a 24-hour period. And yeah, that's the route. So we're coming up here, this light blue track is the first leg all the way up here, and we're going to do these 3 Wainwrights, finish off at Thornthwaite up there. I've got my Nemo tent with me. The weather's looking pretty good, not too windy, so I'm not too worried about that. And then yeah, the second leg, I may or may not do these 2 Wainwrights here, but then we're just going to head on down here and return back over Wansfell, back to Ambleside. So that's the plan. We'll have to see how long it takes me to do it. If it takes me longer than 24 hours, it takes me longer, but ideally I want to be back at the car by 1 so I can get home again, because I've got another 6-hour drive ahead of me finishing this climb, which is, it's a lot, but I think it's doable. But yeah, that's it. And I suppose the next time you'll see me will be in the Lake District, starting the climb out of Ambleside. So let's get going. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. And thanks for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoy. So I've just parked up in Ambleside. It's quite a big car park down there, nice and easy to pay. You can pay by your phone. And I've come out of the main city centre and then just climbed straight away. So I'm already sweating, but that's all right. We've got this first Wainwright that we're heading to, and we shouldn't take too long to get there. That mountain behind us there, that's Wansfell. That'll be my first Wainwright of the day. So I'm just going to keep cracking on and we'll make our way up there. Not sure how many people are going to be up there. It's meant to be raining from about 1 o'clock on. I think I'm in for a pretty wet day today. I don't care though. I'm going to enjoy being up in the mountains today. I'm going to have to take off my jumper because I am getting hot already. Climbing up and I don't want to sweat too much. That's better. Hopefully this way I'll stay dry and won't sweat so much. So we've been climbing for some time now. You can see the mountains in the background. And I've just been climbing up this stony path and it's fairly steep. Got a good sweat on, which is not great, but we'll just get to the top and have a look at the views from up there. Just past some lovely people coming up, 3 guys and a girl, and they're just coming up to the top of this mountain for today and having a lovely time. My first real stunning view of the day. I think that is actually where I'll be heading. I don't know if I'm pointing to the right place here, but I think that is Thornthwaite up there, and that's where I'm hoping to camp tonight. Seems quite a way off. It's getting on for 1:30 now, so we've got a lot of hard work ahead of us, but we'll get to the top of this one first and we'll see how we get on. There was a little bit of scrambling back there, very, very low grade, nothing crazy, but definitely had to use my hands and my camera tripod as like a walking stick to help me up, which works really well. Look at that view, absolutely stunning. You can see for absolutely miles. That's Lake Windermere down there. So that, where I just took the video with Windermere in the background, is Wansfell Pike. And I'm just heading over to Wansfell, which is a couple of metres higher. And I believe the Wainwright as well. Wansfell Pike is not the Wainwright. This one, I believe, is. So I'm just heading over to it now. You can just see it in the distance there. So I'm heading to there. And then I'm going to head over to that ridge over there, down into Troutbeck, and then back up to that mountain there. So I've got a lot of hiking ahead of me. When it comes to those little downhills, and it's safe to do so, I do like to get a bit of a move on down them because I do feel it's easier on the legs. So if you do have the capabilities of doing that, you can kind of half run down them. As long as it's safe, of course. If it's quite dangerous, then I will be taking it careful. Don't you worry about that. But as long as it's nice and easy to kind of trot down, then I'll be doing that. Like, for example, this here, I will not be running down. I'm going to be taking this really easy. go over. I love being up in the mountains. You just feel like you're in a movie, like Lord of the Rings. It's just so peaceful and epic up here. There's nothing better. So freeing. You get to work hard, and your reward is just 360 mountains. It's just unreal. I love it. You watch me say that at the end of the day. Maybe not. So that's Wansfell Pike. That is the first Wainwright of the day. Now I'm going to head down this path, down into Troutbeck Valley down there, and then up on that ridge up there for the next Wainwright. So I'm going to crack on because I've got a lot of hiking to do. Bit boggy down here. Going downhill is so much easier than going uphill. I absolutely love it in comparison. Want to keep out of the tall reeds because we don't want any bloodsuckers on us. Oh, hopefully it won't take too long to get down from Wansfell down into Troutbeck Valley. We're heading up to Sour House next, which is my next Wainwright, and then we're going to head around the top and we'll hit Swallows as our third Wainwright of the day. Absolutely loving it out in the mountains. I love the adventure. I love the solidarity. I did meet a nice chap who's done 11 Wainwrights today, which is just so amazing. Name's Duncan, and I took a picture up the top there, so I'll pop him in the video at the end. I'm lucky it hasn't started raining yet, but I did see some mist descending over Coniston Way and heading over this way. So it's said on a Met Office that it was meant to be raining by 1 o'clock. So we've got a lot more dry weather than anticipated, and I'm happy for that. And yeah, I'll just deal with the wet weather when it gets here, I suppose, which could be in the next hour or so, could be two. Might not rain. You just never know up here in the mountains. So we'll just see what comes our way and deal with it as it comes. Look at that. Over here. And then down that lovely path. But I can't get through here with my backpack, so I'm gonna have to stop filming. We're through. Wind's picking up a little bit. It should be okay tonight. It says gusts up to 20 and a gentle breeze of about 10 to 12 miles per hour. So I've got some delta anchors, probably a bit of overkill, but my tent isn't built for wind, so I think every bit of security that I can get, I'll be happy to have, to be honest. We'll only really know when I get up there and set up the tent how bad it actually is. So we're just heading right down into Troutbeck Valley now, and we're off that kind of road. It had massive like stony boulders everywhere, and it was kind of like ankle twisting territory, so I was just getting down it. But we're away from that now, and we're heading right down into Troutbeck Valley, and I'm going to have to head back up that half mountain after we get down into the valley. So just going to keep cracking on because we've got a lot of ground to cover, and we'll have to head all the way up along that mountain range there. So wish me luck. We're heading down here. Look at that little stream there as well. It's so cute. All the gnats in the stream. Oh, this is brambly as hell. I've got access to a stream down here, so I'm just gonna, while I can, get some water with my water to go filter bottle, and then we'll have some water for the next climb, because I don't know where up there I'm going to get water from, so I'll grab that now so it's ready to just filter out. We're just coming through trout beck now, and it is actually starting to spit a bit. Just heading along a road here before we're about to turn off left and then start climbing again up the other side of the valley. I just filled up obviously water. My water to go filter kills like 99.999997. I'm not sure how many nines it is, but it kills bacteria and all the bad things and filters out all the crap as well. So yeah, we're just heading up here now, just next to that car, and then up to our next Wainwright. So off we go, we're climbing. Here we go, second Wainwright. Oh. I'm just gonna get a drink of water. Might put my pack cover on as well, just because I don't know if this rain is going to get any heavier, so I might as well just go ahead and put that on now. It seems silly not to. Just got a toggle on the bottom here so you can cinch it up so it's not going to blow off in any winds. I don't think I'm going to be expecting any high winds today, but this is better. It's always good practice to do these things anyway. I'm in two minds of whether to put my waterproofs on or not, because I'm working hard climbing these mountains and I'm sweating, so I'm already wet, and I think that if I was to put my waterproofs on, I'd just sweat even more. So that's the current dilemma I'm facing. I know at least with this pack on, my stuff, I've got a pack liner and everything's in its separate dry bags as well, so nothing's going to get wet. I think we're making good time. I'm getting a bit peckish though, so my wife has very kindly made me some banana cake, banana loaf, however you want to call it, and also some lemon cake. So I've got those to snack on my journey up there. But we're going well. This is actually, this so far is an easier climb than that first climb. So may they all be like this, and then it'll be a breeze. There you go, on the other side of Troutbeck, heading on up. Decided to put it on in the end. I'd rather stay warm and sweat a bit than get absolutely soaked. I'm just going to keep these trousers open here and here, and that should keep my legs vented, keep me a bit cooler. Nice! This coat is just Gore-Tex, Burgers, or Berghaus, however you want to pronounce it. Very waterproof. That was the job. A little bit on the heavy side, so I may upgrade at some point and get a bit of a lighter shell jacket. But it certainly does the job. And just see if it's as breathable as it says now. Hopefully it is. I'm gonna go over this now. These are taller than me. Look, they're massive, huge. Up we go. All right, you can kind of see the peak, I think. Squeeze through. There we go, and we're on our way up. That's Troutbeck Valley that you see in the distance there. That's what we've come out of, and we're just heading up a pretty steep incline now, but it's got these little divots in it, so it makes it a little bit easier to climb. And we're just going up, 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 up. Look at that. You've got Windermere over the back there. It's absolutely huge and beautiful. We're going up there, and then we're going along there. You see the clouds. They're starting to cover the peaks of where we're going to go, which is going to be fun. There'll be no views probably by the time we get up there, which is a bit of a shame, but that is mountains, right? It's definitely lightly raining now, nothing heavy. It potentially might get heavier towards 8 o'clock tonight, so just when I'm about to pitch my tent. So that'll be fun. Look at that view. I literally was just climbing up, head down, and there's just Windermere literally laid bare behind me. It's just unreal. Even though, I mean, my legs are in pain hiking up this hill, and I'm puffing. Still, that makes it all worth it. And it's just going to get better up here. Hopefully the clouds aren't going to cover my view at the top of this hill, and we'll be able to get a nice little viewpoint on the top. So next up, we've got to go up there. I'm not entirely sure whether that's a summit or not, but we'll keep going. I think it's beyond it, but we'll see when we get up there. I believe we are about 450 metres up, and just up there is the summit of Sour House, our second Wainwright of the day, and then we just skirt round to our next Wainwright, which is I think Swallows, and then we just head on down the mountain ridgeline. I'm going to head on up there, then we'll just keep cracking on. I keep on stopping for little bits of food as it is. I'm starting to get a bit hungry, but I want to crack on and get to this first kind of like 2-3 Wainwrights, and then I'll get something a bit more substantial. I've got a freeze-dried meal. I'm just going to boil some water and then eat that, although I am running a little bit low on water as well. But I'm going to head just up there, and I'll see you in a second when I'm up there. There it is, hikers, Sour House. Do the last few steps to get this Wainwright, second of the day. It is 3:50. Feel like I'm a bit behind, but that's okay. Here we are. Here's the summit of Sour House. We made it. I don't know why, but I feel like I should sing a song at the top of every Wainwright. We'll call this one Cornetto. Just one cornetto, give it to me. Felt cute. Might not put it in. We are steamy. There we go. We are now heading over to what I think is Swallows, which is over there somewhere on the top of that hill. I think you can see a little bump on it, and I think we're heading to that. So hopefully we get there within the hour. Probably not, we'll see. I don't think it's as up and down as what we've just done, so fingers crossed, not so hard, but they're always the famous last words, aren't they? I can just see me getting to Thornthwaite if I make it there at night. Look at where we're heading to. It's all in the clouds. Fun. Yeah, the thing is just rolling in nice and low from over Coniston Way and just coming in all over Thornthwaite and Ilbell and Yoke just in front of us there. But we're heading over there. So, news update. My left quad wants to go into cramp all the time, which is real fun. It seems to put on a lot of complaint when I start climbing, then stops cramping as it warms up a little. But it's really not fun, and I've got a long way to go already, so it's just, can I make it? Is my quad going to be able to do it? We've come from over that way. We're heading up to our next Wainwright. I'm not entirely sure how much further we've got to go, but it'll be just up here. And then we're going to cut off that way. Let me see if I can spin the camera around. Cut off that way, along, and then over that way. So we've come right around now. Keep on getting rain droplets on my camera lens. That's it, guys. We are at our next Wainwright. I've been calling it Swallows. It's actually Sallows. Silly bugger. We are here. Here is Sallows. And what am I gonna sing for you now? Nessun dorma, nessun dorma, vincena. I don't know the words to it. That's all I'm going to sing for you. Next up, I think, is yoke. Probably pronouncing it wrong, but we're going to go that way. We're going to cut off, head all the way down into that valley, and then back up the other side, which is going to be horrible. It's it's not going to be nice on the old legs, but we'll trudge on. We'll make it. The time now is 4:20. That gives me about 4 hours to get there. 4.5 hours. I'd like to find a tarn up there as well. I think looking on Google Earth, there were a few. Just making sure I'm going the right way. Yep. There were a few tarns up there to get some water, and I just hope that they're there. It's all an adventure, isn't it? So we've just climbed down from that hill up there, and we're now heading up into what I'd call the first mountain of the day, really. It's, I believe, just over 700 meters. I'll figure it out when I post this video. And the first one is called Yoke, Y-O-K-E. So we're heading up to that now in that direction, and furthermore heading into the clouds. So we'll look forward to that when we get there. A good friend of mine has given me their Rabba Scent 700 sleeping bag, so I should be nice and warm tonight. It's actually not that cold out. I think 13 degrees, but I mean, when you're hiking, it is hot, and it's just when you stop. I've got all my warm clothes, I've got my puffy, I've got a spare top, spare underwear, spare sock, and yeah, once you're all in and dry, then I'll be fine, nice and cozy. And yeah, just looking forward to getting to camp, but also hitting these next 4 Wainwrights. We've done 3 today already, so we're not halfway there yet. Once we've done this next one, we're just over halfway. That'll be an exciting moment. Not in distance though, we're over halfway in distance. We've possibly broken the back of it. It's just coming up that first 500 metres and then back down into Troutbeck and then back up to the next Wainwright, up 485 metres again. It was an absolute killer on the legs. I'm not sure how much ascent I've done so far. Yeah, we've done 1,115 metres of ascent, which is a lot when you've got about 17 kg on your back. But I'm not complaining. I like the pain. As this comes down here, there's a little bit that pops up there. That's going to be my last Wainwright tomorrow. That is Troutbeck Tongue, and that will be in the Troutbeck Valley as I come back down, and that'll be my last little hurrah for this expedition. Yeah, and hopefully my 13th Wainwright of this wonderful time in the lakes. We shall see if I make it. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've just found a little stream, and I'm gonna filter out the water that I got earlier from that stream down in Troutbeck. And so I'm just stopping my... everything's falling over. And fill up again from this stream, so I've got loads of water. I don't think it's going to be too arduous. The climb's from now, so I don't mind having that extra bit of weight on. I'm going to show you how well this filters at the speed in which it does as well. And that comes out crystal clear, that water. It's going to filter all of this through and then fill up this bottle again. Easy as that. Now we've got 2 litres of water, which should be enough for me tonight if I don't find a ton. Happy days. Man, I need to get hiking again. It's surprising how cold you get. Your hands, everything when you stop for 10 minutes. Even though like there's not really any wind down here, but your hands just feel it straight away. I'll be alright once I get going, but geez, gets you quick. But it is pretty soggy. Let's just get to the top now. The yoke, my bag is a little bit heavier because I've got an extra 2 litres of water, but I feel a lot better having that on my back than not having any water for tonight. So that's really cheered me up. Just checking in. As you can see, visibility is probably about 100 metres, give or take. And we are in the clouds. It's very quiet. Light rain. I always feel it's kind of like very ethereal up here when you're in the clouds and there's no one else about, just you and your thoughts. I absolutely love it. I wish I could do this more often, but that's life. Man, that climb was hard. We've reached the gate now, so I'm going to head on through here and keep on climbing towards Yoke. Make sure that gate's closed. It'd have been lovely to have some views, but alas, we don't. And there it is, looming out of the mist. Yoke. Or at least I think that's what you call it. This will be my 4th Wainwright of the day, and I am knackered, but I've got another 3 to go after this, but I think only 300 metres of elevation to go. So I think I currently stand that I've done about so many spots of dew on the camera. Let me sort that out for you. Aha! You can see me. So I've done about 1,400 metres of climbing so far. My quads like cramping a lot, but nothing wrong with a bit of cramp. We'll keep fighting on. I'm going to go and touch that. So come on, let's go. We'll come around this side. Just so we have touched it. I'm trying to keep the camera this way because of the rain. Don't fall off, Yoke. There we are. Haha. Yoke. Done. Done. Good job. And what's going to be the song that we're going to sing here? On Yoke, I'm going to sing Ave Maria, or a little bit of it. Are you ready? Ave Maria. grazia preno. And that's all I know of that one. Moving on. Yoke, you've been amazing. Let's go. Well, that was a wasted song because that wasn't Yoke. This is Yoke. Literally 2 seconds away. Yoke. There we go. I'm going to touch it. Touch, 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 touch. Ave Maria, gratia preno. I've got to sing on every single one now, haven't I? Careful as you go down, Luke. Don't twist your ankle. Oh, that would be such a bad place to twist your ankle. I'm okay. Right, moving on. I feel like I've got to sing at every single top summit now. Sorry guys. That is just a pretty much sheer drop off the end there. You can see it just goes all the way down. It would have been nice if we had a few views, wouldn't it? Hey, check-in time. We're on our way to Ilbel, which is 760 odd meters in elevation. But we've come down a bit and then we're going to head back up. And the wind's picked up and it's raining harder, which is why I've got my hood on. And yeah, it's all gravy, baby. Just keep going, I guess, and we'll get to Ilbel and the next one, and then our third one to go, which is our final destination as well. So we're just beginning our ascent up to Ilbel now. Hopefully it's not too much elevation. I think we've done most of it for the day. Well, we'll end up on about 15 to 1600 meters of elevation by the end, which is a fair amount, gotta say. All in hopefully about 8 hours, just under, which is not bad at all. Right, I'm gonna get hiking because I'm going uphill. See you in a bit. So I'm actually going up a really steep bit at the moment. You can't really tell, apart from maybe the way I'm standing on the path. I don't know, but I've got to go up there. And my quads don't want to. They don't want to go up. But we must soldier on because we have the expedition to think about. It's not about you. It's not about you or I. We've got to keep on going. That's what they say, don't they, in Britain? Stiff upper lip, what ho? Let's go. See you at the top of Ilbel. Wasn't going to fall for that one again. Fake Ilbel. Real Ilbel. I'm going to go over there. There it is. Let me just double check on my watch. Yep. It says it just there. Don't know if you can see it, but it does. There's Ilbel. Let's touch it. Ooh, matron. And got to touch the very top, haven't you? And sing you a song. Got to touch the top there. Ooh, the top stone. There it is. Ilbel. And my song I'm going to sing for you today on Ilbel. Let me give you a clean and prep for it. There you go. Is a bit of Frankie Valley. I've run out of classical. So with Ilbel here, I'm going to sing a bit of Can't Take. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. It's so fun singing on the top of a mountain. So on the lonely nights, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say. Right, let's go. I think Frostwick is next. Thank you, Ilbel. You've been wonderful. Moving on. Ugh, it's really raining and windy now, so I have no idea where I'm going. I'm going to check my map and I will get back with you shortly. Next up is Frostwick, I believe, and I think this is a bit of a gnarly descent down. another drop off there. Make sure we're still on track, still going the right way. What has me a bit concerned is that we're doing a lot of drop in elevation here, and I've just got to go back up because our camp is at the highest point today. So that's fun, and we've got to go all the way back up. We've dropped down a fair bit, so that'll be something to look forward to in a bit. We've been descending down this for quite a while now, just to give you an idea of how tall that is. This rock in front of me is almost my head height, so from where I'm standing, and it is just very steep all the way down. We've lost about nearly 200 metres of elevation, and then we've got to go back up to 720 in a sec, so we're going to crack on. We've got 2 more Wainwrights to go. Sorry if the sound is a bit naff, but yeah, so we're going to crack on and hopefully get that next Wainwright bagged within the next half hour-ish, and then we've just got that one last Wainwright and camp, which I'm very much looking forward to getting inside the tent, getting nice and warm and cooking my feet. I believe we're at Frostwick. Someone's put a bit of quartz on top. Leave that there. Frostwick. Tick. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 today. 6th one. And you are getting a musical. You are getting Grease Lightning, baby. You ready? We'll get some overhead lifters and some 4-barrel quads, oh yeah. Keep talking, we'll keep talking. Fuel injection cut-ups and chrome-plated rods, oh yeah. I get the money, I kill to get the money. There we are. Bit of Grease Lightning for you. Right, we're on to our 7th and final one today, which is Thornthwaite over... I'm falling. And Thornthwaite is over in the mist. Oh no, I did have an audience member. He's just wandering off down there. So obviously he knows talent when he sees it and was like, wow, wow. All right, let's go. Final one of the day, final push, and I'm so excited to get there and bed in. I don't know what the time is. Time is 6 o'clock. I'm making great time. I'm definitely going to make it there before 8 o'clock. Oh yeah, I've actually, I'm not doing that today. I've set the route to go to Mardale, Ilbell, and then High Street, and then come back to Thornthwaite. But I might save that for the morning because I'm tired. I'll see how I feel when I get there, because it's not too much down and up when you're there. But we'll see. I'll see how I feel. Okay, let's get hiking. Some sheep. There's loads of sheep up here. See some lambs too. Very cute. Going up these hills, I need to go so slowly because the weight I'm carrying on my back is just burning my legs out so quickly. Okay, I've decided to do it. I decided to go to Marbell, Ilbell, something like that, and then High Street as well. So I'm going to do it because they're just there and there, and I don't want to do it in the morning. I want to get up at 5 AM and hit the ground running and get back to the car by 1 if I can, and that'll be epic. So I'm just going to keep on moving this way, and in fact I'm going to go over there and get to the next Wainwright. This looks boggy as hell. Made it. Yeah, to the next Wainwright we go. Smashing. See you there. There it is, people. Mardale, Ilbell, and our 7th Wainwright of the day. Oh, it's a bit windy. Mardale, Ilbell. The song for you, for my wife and for Celine. near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart will go on. And that's all you're getting. So it's not in the right key, but I'm sure you'll understand. I've hiked 20k and 1700 meters of elevation. I'm just tired. Right, High Street, Thornthwaite, done. Okay people, this is High Street. Made it here. I'm having to film on my phone because my action camera has run out of battery. It is dead. I do have 2 other batteries with me, but I'm not going to dive into my bag and try and get them out before I set up my tent. I'm contemplating on setting my tent up here somewhere because there's like 0 wind. There's a few patches of grass, flat grass just off the side here, so I might set my tent up here and be done for the night, done for the day, and settle in for the night. But yeah, I'll decide that kind of as I wander down that way. But number 8 of the day, very good, very good. And your song. Let's do a bit of Sinatra. We'll sing, "That's life, that's what all the people say. You're riding high in April and shot down in May." There you go, bit of Sinatra. Right, I might just pitch up here and be done with it. I don't think anyone's coming up here tonight. It is, what's the time? Yeah, it's 7:30. I don't think anyone's coming up here now. I'm going to pitch up just in this bit of grass that I found down there. It's nice and flat, and well, there's a few bumps in it, so I'm going to head to that little patch of grass now. I'm not going to show you setting up my tent because I don't have my tripod with the phone holder, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm just going to set up my tent and then you can see it in the morning. But yeah, I'll see you inside the tent probably. Ciao for now. What's up team? We are back in action. I've just got really cold, so I set up the tent as quick as possible. I'm happy with how I've set it up. It's on kind of like soft grass, and it's on a pretty even ground as well. I've got a little sit pad. I'm keeping my trousers on for now in the hope that my body warmth will sort of dry them off a bit, but I feel like it's not going to work really. I'm trying not to get the ground of the floor, like the floor of the tent wet, just as I set everything up. Okay, so for tonight we have fajitas. There's my marinade there that I made at home, and there's all my bits and bobs. Looks a little bit squashed, but I'm sure we'll make the best of it. So let's get cooking now. Alright folks, I am going to eat this and I'll get back with you when I've finished. Bon appetit. Much needed after the hike that I've just done. See you guys in a bit. Sorry about the light situation in here. I've just got my little flex tail light. I've just got set up in my sleeping bag and I'm just about to put my pillow up and then watch a movie and then go to bed for the night, really, because I'm tuckered out. It's been a good day, and the tent, the pegs, it was like quite rocky everywhere, and the grass was quite moss, so I've kind of like dug it underneath the moss. I think it's going to stay, and it seems to have stayed so far. We do have a few gusts coming through, so hopefully I don't have to get up in the middle of the night and go out and re-guy it. They seem to be holding so far, so we'll just see if they hold. I've got 2 delta anchors at the end with which way I thought the wind was blowing. I think it's actually blowing from over here, but it seems okay. It's not huge gusts, 20 miles per hour max I think tonight, unless the weather's changed, which it can, but seems to be holding for now. But I'm just going to blow this up and watch a movie. It's got a really cool like non-return valve in here, so you can click it and it won't let any air out as you're blowing it up, and then when you're done with it you just press the button and then it lets all the air out. It's also got like an elastic back to it. I will see you guys in the morning because I'm gonna chill out and then go to bed. Alright, take care guys, see you in the morning.